to the second chapter of our studio report. Today we'll have a closer look at the more groovy tracks of the album, starting with Belrapeire. Belrapeire is a cliché story about Parzival fighting and defeating whole armies just by himself. I've tried to underline this theme with a kind of overdriven power in the music.
Exhausted the staff that regather in days, in victory's sweetness the slain down souls brave.
Talking about groove means to focus on drums, bass and guitar this time. So let's start with the drums in the first place. My approach to the drums was that I wanted them to sound quite natural and breathing without losing all the punch and aggressiveness. Throughout the old Enid releases, I've never been completely lucky with the guitar sound. But this time I think I definitely got the perfect tonal mood for the guitars so that they really support the groove without sounding too flat or making the whole mix muddy. As you can hear, adding the bass kind of completes the whole thing and gives the mix this bottom end drive, so to speak. In fact, you don't even notice that the bass has been programmed because it's perfectly humanized and flows naturally together with drums and guitars. Valley Under Two Suns deals with the motive of relatives fighting each other without knowing. In this case, two brothers are at war and the scenery before, during and after the battle is described.
The helmets twinkle and rigid rounds upon the meadows and hills around. Behind the visors 1,000 pairs of eyes would share to where their fears are bound.
So this is how to record an Enid album, lesson 1. First of all, we need documentation, which I received from Martin. These leaves here with crappy notes and stuff, and I tried to practice at home, but have a look here. Look here. I don't think you get anything from this. So then you get crappy rehearsals just for hearing and yeah, whatever. So you go to the studio with nothing done yet, and you listen to what was already recorded, and nothing fits to what you've read before. So we spend hours and hours and several nights, I guess, turning further into aggression by trying to get these guitar tracks laid, and in the end, nobody died and nobody was murdered. So finally, we put the tracks somehow, and I think it's quite okay.
Yeah, working with Hanny and Gerald has been a lot of fun, especially in this track. Gerald played all the songs by ear, and I've tried to leave the tracks that natural and human without doing much editing on the drums.
Tonight you've talked with a moonshine stillness to the eldest and long time gones. Your voice spoke flightly and so did they, while their whisperings warned of two lost souls.
Compared to our last album, the screamed vocals are back on board this time. They don't appear that often, but exactly then when the aggression and power is needed to, in a way, underline the certain text passages.
Behind the visors, 1,000 pairs of eyes were shared to where their fears are born.